Hi there, I'm Precious McKenzie, the author of this picture book, Cinder Yeti. It's illustrated by Eddie Tanzosh. Cinder Yeti. Do you all know what Yetis are? They're like Sasquatches, or sometimes we call them Bigfoot. Wow. That's what this Yeti is. Her name is Cinder Yeti. Cinder Yeti lived high, high up in the mountaintops. She was beautiful and kind for a Yeti. Her fur was the shaggiest, her claws the thorniest, her teeth the pointiest. She had 3 older stepsisters, Anastasia, Esmeralda, and Lita, who treated her terribly. While they traveled near and far to have grand adventures, scaring people, they made Cinder Yeti stay home and do their chores. When Cinder Yeti's stepsisters returned to their cave, they laughed those thunderous, earth-shaking laughs that Yetis are known for. Did you see that look on that Yeti hunter's face when I snuck up behind him? Giggled Anastasia. Hilarious, snorted Lita. Your best prank ever. Now they know Bigfoot exists. Esmeralda high-fived her sister. Why can't I go with you on grand adventures? Cinder Yeti asked tearfully. Oh, Cinder Yeti, you are much too big, said Esmeralda, and much too slow and clumsy, Lita added. The humans would trap us and eat us for sure, Anastasia pointed out. Cinder Yeti crept down to the village. She wanted to find friends and have a grand adventure. She looked in the big red barn. There she spied people dancing and laughing. She spied a little boy and his shaggy dog. It looks like such fun, she sighed. She wished she had a pet dog too. When she returned home, Cinder Yeti told her stepsisters all about the human party she spied. And I want to dance with them and make friends, Cinder Yeti announced. And I want a dog, although this she mumbled to herself. You can scare them, said Anastasia. You can chase them, said Esmeralda. You can even pretend to eat them, said Lita. But people and Yetis do not mix. Never, ever, ever, her 3 sisters cried out. If they catch you, Anastasia warned her, they'll eat you up and make you into a rug. But Cinder Yeti secretly went to work on her plan. She sewed herself a fancy party dress of bows and bones and feathers. She made a beaded necklace out of frog eggs. She hammered an elegant pair of high-heeled shoes from tree bark and moss. On the next full moon, Cinder Yeti combed her long, lush fur until it shimmered like starlight. She spritzed on some woodsy perfume. Cinder Yeti went to the big red barn where the villagers held their square dances. Hello, she sang as she strutted onto the dance floor. The music came to a crashing halt. Frightened by the Yeti, the villagers dashed away. Except for one brave boy and his shaggy dog. He nudged his glasses up his nose and straightened his bow tie. He sauntered up to Cinder Yeti and said, "Let's dance, little lady." Cinder Yeti smiled demurely and took his hand. Her heart fluttered. Maybe she had found a true friend. Cinder Yeti wished the night would never end. As they danced, he whispered, "I've never met another creature like you before." She whispered in return, "I wish you could be my best friend forever." But she heard the villagers cry out and remembered her stepsister's warning. People and Yetis do not mix. Never, ever, ever. She gingerly lifted the boy into her arms, gave him and his dog a Yeti-sized kiss, and dashed away. As she ran, she stumbled and lost a shoe. broken, the boys searched near and far for Cinder Yeti. He even spied 3 hairy Yetis napping by a cave, but they were certainly not his Cinder Yeti. Just as the boy was about to give up hope, he found Cinder Yeti catching frogs by a mountain pond. "It is you! I missed you so! And I brought your shoe." Inside the shoe was a small gift for Cinder Yeti. Although the villagers claimed Cinder Yeti gobbled up the little boy's puppy, that was just a myth. The boy visited Cinder Yeti quite often. They became the best of friends. Cinder Yeti and her puppy lived happily ever after. And now her stepsisters wanted puppies of their very own. Sometimes myths are just myths. Yetis and people can mix. Happy holidays.